A world where mortals live, die, and are reborn through the turning of the wheel, in a cycle of reincarnation, watched over by the gods. Our gods.
Okay. Okay. So, Avowed. Avowed. I'm not gonna lie, this one got me. They got me. They got me. Obsidian, you got me. I don't know what else to say. They got me. The end. Okay. So I don't put it past anybody with a recognizable name. All right? Your Epics, your Eidoses, Square Enix, even though they own Eidos. Anybody I'm not remembering right this second. You know what I'm saying? Acclaim, which is coming back soon. I don't put it past anybody with a name. Everything is in a name. That's who you know who to go back and deal with. With that being said, Obsidian, I'm not surprised when they drop jewels. I'm not. It doesn't surprise me at all. I'm not here to argue one or the other when it comes to IPs. I'm not here to argue one or the other. Everybody has their favorite. Everybody has the ones that they like to deal with and the ones that they think are terrible. Now, overall, I don't think any of them are terrible. I prefer this one, but I don't really care for this one. But I can acknowledge the fact that they're good. And when I say that they're good, I mean for whatever it is they're trying to deliver. They're trying to deliver this, that, or the third. So be it. You get what I'm saying? With that being said, Obsidian, back in February, said that they were releasing Avowed, the game you see Chomp. All right? Now, I didn't think one or the other. I just know that they make good games. Now, I had other stuff to play, so I didn't worry about it back when it released in February. Didn't worry about it at all. I said I'll get to it when I get to it, especially since I got Xbox Game Pass. It's there. I could download it, try it out since it's an exclusive. So I wasn't really worried about it. Now, I got into it. And I honestly didn't think I'd put that much time into it. Really didn't feel like I would, I felt that even if I liked it, I would sit there, give it enough time to really show me what it's capable of, and then I'd probably be done with it, at least for a little while, or until I feel like going back to it. Nope. That was a lie. That was me lying to myself, me lying to the universe, me lying to God. That ain't what it is. This game is fun as hell, dude. Now, am I saying it's for everybody? No. Ain't nothing on planet Earth for everybody and their mama. But it is for me. Now, this style of game, one thing I like about Obsidian is that they're very good at telling stories. They're very good at telling stories, especially these narrative-driven kind of stories where every conversation you could possibly have has multiple choices based on your character, based on your character's story, like the actual story that you pick for your character, the background of the character, based on your character's job class, based on everything that I'm not remembering right now, this, that, and the third. It's all based on a whole bunch of stuff, and then you just have multiple choice answers. Oh, what are you doing in my house? Option A, option B, option C, option D. I'm in here because the front door was open. Did you open the front door? Option A, option B, option C, option D. Option C. No. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a thing. And it works. Now, sometimes, even with Obsidian, I've had moments where it just annoyed the hell out of me. I was a big fan of Outer Worlds. But sometimes it got exhausting. I don't even hold them to that. That's me. That's my patience level and whatnot. They didn't do anything wrong. And I'm sure it's going to happen in this game. It ain't happened yet. I played about 4 or 5 hours straight without blinking. Absolutely wonderful game. And I'm a sucker for storylines. Don't give me a good story. Of course, I'm being facetious. Give me a good freaking story. I want a good one. And if you can give me a good story that I don't feel I've heard 1,000 times over in the fantasy setting, then you've done something. And this is not that, it's nothing new under the sun, except everything we forgot. It's not that this has been done before, but the way they did it, it's for me. You know what I mean? The main character that you play with is born under the watchful gaze of the gods. Now, that's not new. Now, what I'm not used to is them asking, which god? I don't know. That's storytelling. I like that kind of stuff. So, the main character, and you see those marks on my character's face, they're there for a reason. They're all a part of the storyline. And because they're all a part of the storyline, to be honest with you, you gotta respect it. It's in there. It's a part of that. People point you out because you have these things on your face, and they're a marker to separate you from everybody else. I love stuff like that. And they were really original on this one. I'm gonna be honest with you, when you make your character, I'm gonna put this trigger warning out there now. Because some of y'all are little punk ass, squeamish asses. Be careful when you're making your character. And I'm not talking to everybody. I'm talking about to people who really, really get triggered by looking at certain things. Now, my character right here, I toned it down. But when you creating your character, those marks on, it's not, see, my character just has the marks on the face. They have distinguishing features. And you have to put those distinguishing features on the character. I think in terms of camera and story, you can turn them off. I'm gonna have to go back and double check on that. But for the most part, they're there. So I don't know why they did that, but it's very unique because I checked all of the facial features because the character is like a demigod, or, he's special. You know what I mean? And it is a divine thing. So when I was making the character and I was going through all the options, I'm talking about just grotesque almost with the freaking. Some of y'all don't like looking at mushrooms and fungi and stuff like that. Barnacles, and a couple of those options, they got the mushrooms growing out of the skin and the barnacles across the eye and whatnot. There was this one thing with the with like wood coming across there. It's I don't know. It's that thing where it's just kind of, goes against looking at a human being. So when you see it on a human being, it's just like, and what you see here is probably the least of the selections. You know what I mean? And even then, in this window, it looks pretty doable. But when you there looking it up close and whatnot, because they're like porous little spores. And they got freaking different kind of hair too. Be careful with that too, because you see some fungi and whatnot. Anyway, I'm just putting that out for those of you who are extremely squeamish. So just keep that in mind. Okay, it ain't pretty. But I'm glad they did it because it does help to tell a more intriguing story. The story that I'm gonna have to return to. I played for like 4-5 hours straight. They make you select what character you want. Well, what type of character, what type of job class, what type of skills your character has. But once you start the game, you can go ahead and give your character anything and everything you want to give them. I started out as an arcane type, learning because I want to learn magic and whatnot. But You know, you don't start out with magic. You start out with a little bitty dagger and you learn how to defend yourself physically. And then you get your little spell book and whatnot. And then you can start casting magic, and the magic does help. You see my character, when he uses magic, he actually has a spell book in his hand. The spell book is a feature, and I'm like, because it takes up space. But you can learn magic to where you don't have to hold the spell book. You use the spell book to cast magic. You can learn magic without the spell book. Without the spell book, you can still cast magic at some point. When you get to that point, you'll see what I'm talking about. And then if you do have the spell book, it just makes the magic more effective. So little intricacies like that really help with the story, as is with, I think, most of the Obsidian games that I remember playing as the years have gone by. You're going to your next destination story mission, and in the middle of that story mission, somebody stops right there because they need help. And you know me, I'm a sucker for wasting time, especially in the game world where virtually I live here. You know what I mean? It's not an easy thing for these companies to do, so God bless them when they can pull it off, when they can create a world where I'm there. I live here. You know what I mean? I live here. This is where I belong, at least for the time being, at least until I either get tired or I finish the game. But, you know, you get your freaking money's worth, man. Now, again, I got this, I downloaded this off Xbox Game Pass, but to hell with that. This game is like $69.99. You want to get your money's worth. At least I do. I don't know about you, but I do. $70. Yeah. Build the world. Give me all of the free reign that you can give me. Now, this isn't technically a sandbox, your typical sandbox open world game, like most of their games. They didn't really give you an open world, but they made each destination so large that it's really hard to tell. And to be honest with you, I don't even care. I was running around this thing for like 4 hours looking for stuff. I spent the least amount of that 4 hours actually doing the certified missions of the game. The least. I was doing side missions, looking for this, helping this woman out. I spent a little bit of time trying to level my character up, and I got some more leveling to do not too long from right now when I'm talking. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is just one man's opinion. You might feel differently, and that's okay. Now, they didn't build the game wrong. Like I said, it's not for everybody. Somebody gonna start playing this game and they're gonna get sick of it. Everybody else, you might pick it up and be like, it's not that great. I'm not trying to put anything extra on it, but they built it properly. God bless them. They pulled it off. I'm addicted. And I just started playing. So now I'm thinking, man, I got to go back to work on Monday. Which is fine. The beautiful thing is that when I get off of work and come back home, I ain't even got to think about it. Come home, turn my setup on, get started. Am I going to do a mission? Am I going to go out and kill some creatures and do some experience farming, pick up some stuff so I can upgrade all of my equipment? And you can upgrade your weapons, your wand, your magic books, your armor. It's how you feel. I'm happy. You don't really get too many games like this. They put adventure games out there, especially fantasy-based stuff. They put them out there all the time, but let's be honest, most of them are hit and miss. They might be good, but it's just like, I can do without this. I don't need to play this. Most of them are like that. Let's be honest. But I'm not surprised Obsidian pulled it off. This is kind of their bread and butter. Obsidian, right there. Salute. God bless. Thank you. This is beautiful. I like this. I stopped at a particular point when I was recording all of this, but the hell with that, I got to get right back to it. Might spend the rest of the night playing this, to be honest with you. This is good. I got other stuff I'm playing too. Then I start this, and all of a sudden now I go, Lord, now I gotta select stuff to put on the back burner just so I can put more time into it. Oh man, you ask for it and you get it. Be careful what you ask for, because then you're gonna have to actually put your money where your mouth is. So I got this downloaded. It's a good 100 gigabytes. So as long as you got the room, you'll be okay. You know. That's all. That's the only bad thing I got. It's memory wise, it's expensive. So it is what it is, I guess. Anyway, do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the share button. Tell your friends about it. Come back, check me out, because I'm going to have some more stuff coming as soon as I put some more time into this. Everything else just going to have to wait. I hate to do it to my other games, but I like this. This was built for me, you know. But anyway, take care.